Read any interesting arrest reports lately?
Oh, this one's gonna be a beauty. You wouldn't believe what this couple tried to pull to defraud their insurance company.
How much you want to bet I would? You can't make up half the stuff people are trying to get away with these days.
Yeah.
Look, I came out to give you a lift. I thought we'd go over to the restaurant together. You know, 2 cars burn more gas than one.
My gosh, I didn't know it was that late.
Yeah, I think Star and Steve should probably be sitting over there waiting for us now. By the way, I was very happy to hear that you were deciding to join us this evening.
Well, there's been a slight change of plans, Carolyn.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me new Chief Mallory's got you working a double shift already.
No, nothing like that. It's just that right after I accepted the invitation from Steve, something else came up. I've got to go out to Glenboro to meet somebody.
Oh, I see.
And I know it's not going to take very long, but it is important that I go. If it's all right with you, I'll come by the restaurant and have dessert with you.
Well, sure. You know where we'll be, right? See you later.
You haven't seen our movie studio, have you? Why don't you come out here later today?
Today?
Oh, yes. Well, it would have to be today. You see, we're finishing our shooting schedule today, and then the mad rush will really start. Off to the West Coast and all that.
Oh, you're planning on going to California?
Oh, yes, of course. Owen has to arrange to have the film edited, and that may take weeks. Naturally, I want to be with my husband, if you understand.
Yes, I understand. Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Madison, but I can't make it today because I have a dinner date.
Oh, but you can drive out here before your date, can't you? Oh, you really should see the studio, darling. And before we strike all the sets and close it up, I think it's very important that we get together this evening.
This is one meeting I'm not looking forward to.
I'm waiting for you, Deborah.
Step right up, everybody. Don't be bashful. There's plenty for everyone.
Fill her up, Mr. Bond.
Why, my pleasure, Mr. Macefield.
Well, we did it. Neither ghosts, nor witches, nor curses could stay us in the completion of Mansion of the Damned.
Well, we gave the devil his due, all right.
Hey, Owen really knows how to throw a rap party.
Oh, only the best for this crowd.
Yeah, you know, the producer of the last film I did was such a tightwad that he only served punch, and it wasn't even spiked.
Well, even though this wasn't a big-budget spectacular, everybody connected with the film gave his all. This is the least that Owen can say in the way of thank you.
You know, I thought once or twice we'd never get it done. You know, I honestly believed that this production would be scrapped.
Well, we had our problems, all right.
You know, we lost a director and a leading man, and not to mention everything else that happened.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, none of that will show up in the final print. What's next for you, Willard?
Oh, I'm going right back out to the coast. My agent found some film for TV.
Oh, good for you.
Excuse me. I know you. No, don't tell me. Paige Madison, star of stage, screen, and television.
I knew I should have worn those dark sunglasses.
Having a good time?
Yeah, it's a party, isn't it?
What are they like in Hollywood?
Is that where you're headed next, to Lotus Land?
I would like nothing better than to fly out there tomorrow, lay on the beach, and wait for offers to roll in with the tide. But until Mansion is released, no one is going to know who Chris Rafferty
I
is.
guess you'll just have to wait a couple of months before you're a household name.
Oh, it's going to happen for me, Paige. I can feel it.
Oh, well, start practicing your autograph, Chris.
You too. I think once this movie hits the theaters, you and I are going to be hot new names in the business.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought we looked awfully good together, both on screen as well as off.
Really?
Hey, why don't you and I have our own private wrap party? Say, dinner at Armando's and then a nightcap at my place?
You mean you could actually pull yourself away from this swinging showbiz party just to spend time with me? Thanks, Chris, but I'm having a fine time right here.
Well, at least help me liven up this affair.
What'd you have in mind?
Let's show these people how to dance.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe we finished the film. I'm gonna miss not going out to the soundstage every day.
Oh, it's not completed yet. There's still a lot more work to do, you know. I've got to find an editor. And also somebody to distribute the finished product.
Is that why you're traveling to Hollywood?
Actually, all of us are going to go out there for a while. Brian's going to help me with the editing. Eddie's going to be doing a little work on the publicity. And Paige, I assume, is going to try to pick up her acting career. Of course, Nola's going to try to get back in the good graces of the Hollywood scene.
Yeah.
How about you? What's next for you?
Well, I've never been one to plan ahead. But I'm not worried. Something will come up.
Good for you. Say, you did a good job for us, Elliot, you know. If you like, you know what I can do? I can put several of your scenes together in a sample reel, and you can go around and show that as some of your work.
That's very kind of you. But you do realize that whatever success I had in front of the cameras was due to your wife. Where is Nola, by the way? This would be a fitting time to thank her for what she's done for me.
Gosh, I don't know. Last time I saw her was on the soundstage. I had to drop off some stuff at the lab and drove back myself in the van. I don't know. I guess she's upstairs getting dressed. She's trying to decide what to wear to make her grand entrance, you know.
Ooh, I knew you'd fit right in my arms.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Hey, you're drinking those awful fast.
I don't want to let any of the bubbles go away.
Nice party, huh?
Yeah, everybody seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, everybody except you. Why don't you cut in on Rafferty? You can dance circles around him.
I don't want to spoil Paige's fun.
Well, you better make your move before this disco beat changes to a waltz, because that's when I cut in.
I'll keep that in mind, Eddie.
Say, we're still on for tonight, right? We have a dinner date.
Yeah, well, I don't have much of an appetite, Eddie.
Oh, now, look, don't cancel out on me now, kid. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a good talk together, just the two of us. Much too long. Okay, sure. We'll cut out just as the party starts thinning, okay? But don't say anything to your mom about it.
Why not?
Oh, you know the way she is. She'll think I'm trying to get you for a client or something.
All right, Eddie, but I gotta change clothes. I'm not dressed for anything but a hamburger joint.
Don't get too fancy.
Eddie, you did have something on your mind. You said there was something important that you wanted to tell me.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay. I'll be down in just a minute.
Yeah, it's important, all right.
I was never happy with what we did. You know that.
You agreed to it, Eddie. You knew it was right.
No, it was wrong. Lying to Owen, letting him believe that he was the father of your child.
But it was right then, wasn't it? You didn't want to hurt Owen. He knew nothing about us.
Nola, don't give me that. You know perfectly well why you wanted me to keep my mouth shut. You wanted to marry Owen. And you knew that was the only way you'd get him. And you got him, too. It took a few years, but you got him. And where did that leave me?
With a job, Eddie. A very good job. And with a family, too. We are your family, Eddie, in every way that matters.
But Brian is my real family. My son. You know, it's funny, Nola, but, well, I guess Brian doesn't really know me very well, and I guess I don't know him very well either, but, well, I always think of him as my son.
What did you say, Uncle Ed?
Nothing. Hey, how many of those are you intending on drinking?
About 100.
You better take it easy. That isn't ginger ale, you know.
It's It's a party, right? It's supposed to have fun at these transplanted Hollywood parties. That's very difficult to say.
On 3 glasses of champagne, I guess it is.
4.
One more time.
When did Deborah say she was going to be here, Calvin?
She didn't. She said she'd come as soon as she got through with her business in Glenboro.
Well, let's face it, gang. It looks like the kid got stood up.
It's not that late.
Right. She probably just got, caught in a traffic jam or something.
Nice try, Calvin. Look, if Deborah intended on being here, she would have been here by now. I don't know. I guess I was surprised when she accepted my invitation anyway. I don't know why I'm surprised she decided to back out.
What made her change your mind?
Well, I guess the 3 of us are kind of a poor second on Deborah's list of priorities, huh?
Meaning what?
Meaning she went to Glenboro, right? Now, what the hell they got in Glenboro? They got maybe a beer joint, a restaurant, maybe a hair salon, and a sound stage for Mansion and the Damned.
Right, so you figure she's going all the way out there just to see Owen Madison, huh?
Well, I figured he called her after I saw her.
Look, it's not like Deborah to say she's going to be here and then not show up.
Point?
I don't know. Everything used to be so nice, Now all I seem to do is turn her off.
Steve, you couldn't turn anyone off. Maybe you didn't turn Deborah off. Maybe you scared her off.
What are you saying? I'm the big bad wolf?
Look, you two started to drift apart after you suggested to her you make your relationship permanent, right?
Right.
Why not? We've known each other for a long time.
But Steve, some people just feel differently about the idea of marriage.
Well, it seems to be all right for you and Star, right? I mean, it seems to fit you two.
Obviously, Deborah isn't willing to make this kind of commitment.
Look, you popped the question before she was ready, so that's why she ran.
To Owen Madison?
Wait a minute, you're saying that I drove her to him?
Well, come on now, Star is making some sense. I mean, it's clear that taking up with Owen is no threat to Deborah.
Mm-hmm. He's got a wife.
Yeah, well, I'm still on the outside looking in, right?
Baby, if you really care about Deborah, give it some time, some trust. Let her work this thing through by herself.
I'm just no good sitting on the sideline.
Then don't. Get in the game.
Right.
You're right. Damn it. Absolutely. I'm going to make Owen Madison regret he ever came to Monticello.
All right.
I'm going to put an offensive team in the field you wouldn't believe.
Out of way, man.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not going to wait till he goes to California.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start right now.
Oh, and what you going to do?
I am going to find where Deborah is.
I told you she said she had to go out to Glenboro.
Right, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Glenboro.
All right. Well, one problem solved.
Could I borrow a dime?
Oh, well, you'll have to speak to my financial advisor.
Tell him he can keep the change.
You can keep the change.
Thanks a lot.
Well, we certainly did put some fight into our boy, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to fight for what you want in this world. Isn't that what you always tell me?
Oh, I had to fight for you, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Aren't you enjoying the party?
I'm worried about your wife. I wondered why you're not.
Oh my God, you're right. She didn't come downstairs.
She never went upstairs. I sent Brian up to check her room. She isn't in it.
Well, Eddie, I guess she's probably still out at the soundstage.
Well, if she doesn't get here pretty soon, she's going to miss the party.
Well, to tell you the truth, Eddie, I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm telling you, man, I am beat.
Yeah, I guess you are. This hasn't been easy on you, has it, Owen?
No, Eddie, it's not been an easy film, and it's not going to get any easier either.
Well, I think we made it. I think it worked. I think that when you get that editor working on it, you'll see it for yourself.
I hope so. Eddie, you know that Nola's coming out there with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I wish she wouldn't. I know it's a rotten thing to say, but it's true. She just has far too many expectations of the whole trip. She thinks once we go out to Los Angeles, it's just going to turn back the clock. We're going to be the same family we were 10 years ago. Well, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
No, you can't turn back the clock. Much as I wish we could.
Daddy, dance with me.
Oh, I won't dance. Don't ask me to dance. Come on. Couldn't you find somebody younger?
Man, I
Hey.
want to dance, but isn't even here.
Hello?
Yes, is this Madison House?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
This is Steve Guthrie.
Oh, Steve. Hello, how are you? Eddie Vaughn here.
Oh, Mr. Vaughn, yes. Just fine. How are you?
I'm fine, terrific. Say, why don't you come out and join the party?
Listen, I just called the studio in Glenboro.
Oh? Why there? The party's here.
Well, no, I didn't get an answer or anything. Listen, Eddie, have you seen Deborah Saxon?
Deborah? No, I haven't. Why, is she expected here?
I have no idea. She told a friend of mine she was going out to Glenboro to meet somebody.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, I'm not sure that she knows anybody in Glenboro except for the movie people.
Well, look, Steve, you're sure you've got the right information? I mean, I can't see Owen. Well, what I mean is, there's no reason for her to go out there.
Well, my friend is usually correct.
Well, it beats me. You see, the place is all closed up. There was only one person there when we left, and she... Wait a minute.
Yes?
Nothing. I just had a wild idea. No, I'm sorry, Steve. There must be some mistake. Owen is here, but your friend Deborah is not. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, well, thank you, Eddie. Listen, if you hear from her or see her, tell her I called. And tell her her friends are still at the restaurant waiting for her. We'll be here about a half hour, and that's all.
Okay. Sure thing, fella. Right. So long now. God, what's that all about?
It's all right, Paige. Come on.
Oh, yes. And what happens when it grows dark? When I'm alone in my room, and you, presumably, are alone in yours, does there come a gentle tapping on your door? No, never. I saw you kiss him, you harlot. I saw you. Nola! That's enough! Prince of eternal darkness, come unto me. Master of foulness, hold out thy hand. Breathe thy tongue of fire upon my face. Scorch my lips with thy searing kiss. Brand my soul with the irons of hell. I accept thee, Lord of Eve. My heart yields to thy power. Letahim, frugativi, et atalavi. Thus I evoke thee, Satan. Oh, God in heaven, spy on me, spy!
No, I just came to ask you not to send me to that place.
Now you have slain what no other eyes have seen. And those eyes must now be closed. No, forever. No, please, no, 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 no.
Oh, my God. It's all right, Owen.
It's a trick dagger.
She's here.
Welcome to the mansion of the damned, Deborah.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find, always on our mind, and frustrated days pass without sight, the edge of night, half dark, half light, as we watch our hearts trying to hold the tenderness that we once had